to another review from Reelin Films. If you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave a comment and like this video if you like our content. Today we're going to be reviewing the film The Duel, starring Dylan Sprouse and Callan McAuliffe. I hope that I did not murder that actor's last name. So, The Duel is when Woody finds out his best friend has been sleeping with his girlfriend. He challenged him to a duel, taking their friend group across the border to a mysterious and stunning estate. Now, let's talk about the film. The film is like somewhat of a comedy drama film. The film has a great story. It brings a type of like interest as you as the audience when you want to, when you touch bases in regards to like what a duel is. So back in, I don't know exactly the year, but a long time ago, when there was a time where you wanted to like have a type of like respect with another person, or you have like a feud with them, you would challenge them to a duel. And the duel was that you each one would have one same firearm. You would walk a number of steps, and then you would both fire at the same time, and then the outcome can be anyone. And in this case, they take that as a type of like stepping stone for their friendship, due to the fact that um Dylan starts sleeping with Callan's girlfriend in the film, Colin and Woody. So the story is really great. I think that the story is interesting. The story and the script are quite interesting. I'm gonna use the word mostly interesting, because I still find a lot of like fault in the script that makes the film a little bit bland. Why do I say this? Because even though we have our characters and the story derives between Woody and Colin, um, we focus in other characters as well, but not that much. And in that case, being the fact that we don't follow that much on these other characters, but the focus is on both of them, like goes on and off, on and off, on and off. And even though the film is comedy, there's great jokes, there's great punchlines, but in this case, the comedy was not always the great thing in regards to, keeping the movie moving forward. What keeps the movie moving forward is this feud, and I would say the feud and analysis of these two best friends. But what does not work is the script. There's some punchlines, there's some jokes that do not mix in the moment of the scene. And as well, there are moments that I would say that they could have cut and not even have on the film. The story gives you a good lesson in regards to friendship, in regards to that idea of a duel is interesting. And as well, when in the film, like I don't want to provide you guys any type of like details or spoilers, but when you get to the from the second act to the third act, that's where you start losing more momentum with your story. Because even though we are reaching like that point of the duel, the story starts falling down. Because again, like I mentioned, it is great that you want to introduce characters just to add more to that comedy aspect. But the thing is that sometimes they had some characters and they're not interesting, and there are moments on the film that you're like, why do we have this? Why did this happen on this scene? Like, this is not a spoiler, but there's a scene with one of the characters, the actor's Hart Denton. He plays Kevin. He goes ahead and meets Ronald Gutman. That I think it is, yeah, Ronald. Yeah. So he gets to meet him. He is like the big bad. Not, I don't want to say that he is the big baddie, but he is like the one that provides the estate for the duel. And there's this scene that he is talking to Kevin, and Kevin is like going nuts because Kevin was, I if I'm not mistaken, I think he was drunk and high at the same time on that scene. And then there's this comedy relief character called Joey, that I think that Joey and Aphrodite were two characters that they added in that did work great in the film, but at the same time it's not the actor's fault. But at the same time, there are scenes with these two characters that I think that they could have just not have them, because they don't add to the story. They're just there. There were just scenes that were just there. um so the scene that I'm going back to, so Kevin Starking is talking with Rodolfo, and Joey that's played by Christian McGaffey. So they're the three of them are there, and then he starts giving him like this like type of monologue in regards to like a metaphor in regards to people that are snitches and whatnot. And then he goes ahead and kills Joey. Sorry, spoiler alert. He kills Joey, and Kevin goes and and Kevin like literally loses his mind. And then you're like, okay, so we have our two main characters trying to understand why one of the friend characters is losing their mind. And then you start losing the momentum for the duel. And when you get to the part of the duel, you're like, yeah, okay, no problem. So that's why I say that even though the movie is entertaining, there are great punchlines, there are great scenes that you're like, yeah, this is funny, this is amazing. But at the end of the day, the script was a little bit bland. There were script sections of the script that I think that could have been done differently, or it could have not be added. Because again, the whole point, at least this is my perspective of what the film wanted to do. Even though the film is comedy, you want the film was focused more on Woody and Colin. And being the fact that the film starts moving to other characters, like giving them a little bit much more importance. I'm not saying that that's bad or anything, but giving other characters more importance than the main characters that are trying to tell a story, trying to show the audience a type of lesson, then yes, I think that that is a little bit of a problem, because you are losing that momentum for your main characters. And they do add in all this shenanigans and craziness of the film, Abby appears. That Abby is Woody's girlfriend. She appears in the third act, and adding her in the third act was good. I think it was good. It was fun. It added much more stress to our main characters. It added more depth to like what our director and writers wanted to like show in regards to like a lesson learned and a story. So I do say that it was great adding her in the end of the film. In all, I think that The Duel is a good, fun film. It's a popcorn movie. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm not saying that it's not. It's not. You should not watch it. I'm saying that you should watch it with your family, friends. Because it is a film that you should sit down and watch. All the cast did a phenomenal performance. I loved how each and one of the cast members brought their characters to life, especially Christian and Maria, that on their interview, that if you guys want to see it, you can guys right here is the card that you can pass by to the interview. They do explain that they brought more to their characters because they had a little bit of liberty to like bring their style to the characters. And that's one of the highlights that I can say. I think that these two characters, even though they had great moments on the film, they brought to the film something very interesting and nice to their characters, and they added to the main characters as well when they have their like scenes with them. Again, there are certain scenes with these two characters that I think that we didn't needed them in the film, but still the film is enjoyable. The film is good. The film is a popcorn film. I think for myself, I think that it is a film that at least I would watch once, maybe twice, and and that would be it. You know, it's not a rewatchable film. It's a film that I would not go back to. But still, I would still recommend it if you want like a popcorn film to enjoy and whatnot with the family. This is a good film for that. And I don't know. I do really want to see more with Dylan. I think Dylan is an amazing actor, and Callan, I think as well. Yeah, these two hold up to their characters, hold up the film very great. So yeah, this is like I said, it's a film I would recommend. But it's just a popcorn film. It's not a film that I would say that oh you should watch it every day or at least twice a year or something like that. So tell me, you guys, if you guys did get to see the film The Duel, tell me in the comments below what you think about the film. What was your favorite scene, and are your thoughts on what I said about the film? Tell me in the comments below. And as well, if you have not yet subscribed to Real In Films, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you guys can get up to date with anything and everything movie related. This is John, and I will see you guys in the next one.